Your Honor, my theory is that Uendo has supernatural powers. Maybe Uendo has supernatural powers. Oh yes, I'm gonna use butterflies dancing in the air with psychokinesis. Hehe. Not. They're floating on the breeze from my fan, that's all. I'm very sad I don't have any supernatural powers. He's such a funny and serious character, so seamlessly marvelous. When your defensive conjecture was as well practiced. Oof! Alright. Yeah, you're right. Hilarious. Let me run that back. Because obviously this dude has multiple personalities. Fuck off me with that, dude. With so many distinct personas, it's clear to me that Uendo has associative identity disorder. What does that even mean? Your Honor, the defense should treat this child just. Multiple personality disorder. A preposterous proposition indeed. Would you not agree, witness? How did she know? How'd she figure it out? Oh my god, she actually figured it out. She has multiple personality disorder. Pokunka. I can't believe it. I was actually right. Simon. I've read papers on it before, but to think I'd see a case for myself. Blimey, Kuko artists told stories of different characters, but their personalities. Yeah, you, lawyer girl. You got a problem with us, huh? What? No, no problem at all. No. This is all very hard to believe. But now that we've established this witness's multiple personalities, could each of them please introduce themselves to this court? I want to know Ido. I'm a Rakugo storyteller, as you know. Hello everybody, Patches, the friendly jester here. Hehe. Kisagawa, Kurtizan. And that all of you? Yep, it's all of us. So, there are 3 personalities in total. Uendo, Patches, and Kisagawa, huh? Well, Simon, what do you think now? The triple one like a duck. Just be glad they were dense enough to help you out. Damn it, can't you just straight up say I did greater for something? Damn. You appear to be quite proud of yourself in defense, but all you have done is infringe upon the privacy of the witness. I couldn't disagree more, dumbass. Now that we know there are 3 personalities, a new way for us to interpret the meaning of a certain piece of evidence has arisen. A new interpretation? Oh, I'm very curious. What is the piece of evidence you're talking about, Miss Sykes? Shit. Knowing what we know about Uendo and his personalities, this now makes perfect sense. Oh, Owen 4th. Oh, maybe Owen's his 4th personality. The Karuta cards. That's right, Your Honor. Recall the original dying message after the scene. We didn't have a clue as to what Owen 4th could have possibly meant. But now, with new information about Uendo and his personalities, isn't it possible that Owen 4th actually means a secret 4th personality of Uendo's? A personality named Owen? What? Pokunka. Uendo must have kept his associative identity disorder from us because he didn't want to be associated in any way with that dying message. No, that's not why. We kept our disorder secret for a different reason altogether. He was taking advantage of our affliction to act out various Rakugo characters. If word just got out, well, our reputation as a Rakugo artist will be tarnished, as with the Tornado name. That's why we kept it a secret from everyone except members of the Tornado School. But really, there is no 4th personality. It's just 3 of us in here. A plausible sounding story. But it doesn't prove that you didn't rearrange the cards, does it? But I will concede that it is highly likely that the witness rearranged the cards. Is somebody actually agreeing with me? However, it is not. No, is it not also possible that the accused killed Master Tornado? Butterfly, help me with this bitch. And then left that message in order for the witness. And upon noticing the cards when he found the victim's body, the one rearranged them.
Silence.
A fantastic tale, but a tale nonetheless. No one outside the Tornado School knew about Uendo's multiple personalities. Winner just finished saying to himself. Ah, that is true, but ultimately meaningless point. The witness was only addressing him for 2 to 3 minutes. That's far too little time to commit murder, wouldn't you say? Well, then who's to say he could have done it before his discovery? Lord help me with this bitch. Ah, that spring chick memory of yours. Have you already forgotten Prosecutor Blackwell's testimony? His testimony? Oh! Gay escorted me to the dressing room, but we heard the sound of Rakugo being performed within. Thinking the master was rehearsing, we decided to wait in the hall until he was done. That's right. Until just a few moments before I went up to the dressing room, Typhoid Tornado was confirmed to still be alive. No! Not only that, but when it was on stage until just before he discovered the body, a bulletproof alibi that I have already confirmed with several audience members. Ah, shit. I also heard that his Rakugo performance that day was a steaming pile of... Well, you get the picture. Yes, I'm afraid so. Really sang the state I did. Hee. And yet I have a perfect alibi. Indeed. Why not land a coup de grace on the defense by describing your alibi witness? Okie dokie smoky. Okay, we're doing this tuning again. I was on stage until just moments before I went to the dressing room. The entire audience was my witness. But my performance was a huge bust. Not a single soul laughed. I'll never really live down how terribly I bombed that very important show. One was on stage before he found the body, so he could not have committed this crime. It is time to let it all go, defense, and move on. And we'll get this prosecutor's sad body. The Right Anthony Agency never gives up. We fight to the bitter end. Allow me to say this once more. Let it go and move on. And allow me to say once more, I'm never gonna let it go and move on. Let it go and shut up. This is pointless. You should have taken advantage of this opportunity while you could, you dumb bitch. Your ruthless convictions only serve to prolong the accused's suffering. If words will not sway you, then perhaps no pain will. Oh, here we go. Oh no! Anything but this. Duty no Kayukare! Can I please replay this line? Oh, I can't hear him replay it. Kashi no kashi ko tashi ko tashi ke chashi ko kashi no kashi yu ko tashi no kashi yu ta 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 ta. Hiya! Oh my gosh, it looks so much... It looks like it hurts her way more than it does the other characters. What the fuck, Prosecutor Senmari? That was but a small dose of punishment for your misguided convictions. Are you now a bit more inclined to give up, as instructed? Is no one questioning how this dude can just chant a spell and then make that stuff tighten? Like, is that just, you know, a normal thing that happens around Los Angeles? Yeah, right. In that case, let's require another dose. Here we... Oh, yes. Ooh, okay. Fuck, I keep... Not a chance in hell. I don't give two downs about your beliefs. But if young sex would submit to you here, I won't be able to eat good soap anymore. Yeah, that's right. Miss West's future and Prosecutor Black will stay. I'll never give up. You will rue those words, defense. Of that I can assure you. Yeah. Get this to work. Hold it right there. How can you be sure it was you who was on stage? Are you asking whether this could have been some imposter? I guess. Unlike a big arena, a Rakugo Theater is a cozy little place. It would be hard to fool an audience in such an intimate setting, don't you think? Yeah, I guess he did have a point. Good. I'm glad we could clear that up. Because I guess he could say... Entire eyes on my witness. Was there anything special about the stage or your performance you can tell me? For example, were the lights dimmer than usual? Were there, I don't know, any problems or accidents? Not a thing. Everything was the same as always. Mr. Prosecutor, you questioned the audience, didn't you not? Yes, of course. Apparently nothing seemed amiss to them except, well, one small thing. Oh? Oh, it's so embarrassing. Do you have any idea what went wrong? Not sure if it was my performance, or if it was just that particular audience. Maybe it was the story I picked. But every entertainer knows that this kind of thing happens from time to time. I guess it makes sense. But still, I wonder how we could have fucked with its own commemorative show. Maybe I should dig into this a bit more. The number of audience members, or what you performed. Wait, yeah, what did you perform? Can you tell me which Rikuku story you performed? I could, but I'm not sure if it would mean anything to the uninitiated. Well, even if I might get it, can't you at least try me? Alright, if you insist. The story I performed is called Toki Soba, otherwise known as Time Soba. Time Soba, eh? He was right. He only said the name of the routine when audio lost. Ah, so you performed Time Soba, did you not? What? You know a Saibari? In the course of my studies last night, I became familiar with a number of stories. I must say, defense, you would do well to prepare better for your next trial. Yeah. Simon, what the hell is Time Soba about? Look it up yourself. I'm going to give you an overview. The story takes place on a winter's night. A man orders a bowl of soba on a street stall. How you doing, sir? What can I get for you? I see you got seaweed top tamaki and soba and mixed topping shrimp toba. I love bowl shopugamagome. It sure is cold tonight, isn't it? But there's nothing like a hot bowl of noodles and soup to warm a soul. You know it, sir. One seppuku coming right up. So, how's business? Not so great, sir. Isn't that so? Well, that's great because things can only get better from here, right? Whoa, prosecutor. The customer talks on and on like this. Finally, when he's done eating, he goes to pay for his soba. So much do I owe you? That'd be 16 mon, sir. I see. Sorry, but I only have small change on me. I'll count the coins in your palm, so could you hold out your hand for me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey, what time is it? It's 9, sir. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Thanks, and bye. Ha 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 ha. Very well done, Prosecutor Samadi. That was excellent. Okay. I don't get it. What was so funny about that? Because he said, as he was having a change, he goes, what time is it? And then dude said 9, and it continued counting, but skipped the 9 in the change. Don't you see? The customer paid with coins, counting them out one by one. Then, just after counting 8, he asked about the time. And the soba vendor answered with 9. Oh, I see. He made the vendor say 9, and then he continued counting from 10. Exactly. Exactly. He cheated the soba vendor out of 1 mon with some talking. So he continues with another man who saw the whole thing and tries to do the same. But he bunks the trick and ended up paying more than 16 mon for his soba. The story ends on that as a punchline. You can Google the rest of the details yourself. Or, I'm sure Prosecutor Samanko would love to perform it yourself. No, I mean after court. So basically the story about a man cheating on the soba bill. Kinda petty, isn't it? Is that really all you have to say about this classic story? Time Soba was such a well-known staple when Kugo that the skill of the artist is critical when... Fine. So you say it a lot, but forget it. You have the time for a lecture to tour right now, sad monk. Aw, I wanted to hear a little more. But I suppose it is off topic. Back to the matter at hand. Like someone stated that the story performed is called Toki Soba, otherwise known as Time Soba. I need to add that to his testimony. Sure, why not? Yeah, I wonder if Time Toki Soba is actually a real story. Actually, look it up. Fuck it. My phone's right here. I probably could ask Siri, but Toki Soba. It absolutely is a real story, yeah. Almost about 2.5 minutes, yeah. Absolutely. That's cool. Oh shit. What did I just say? Oh, okay, I restarted the testimony. But how would we connect him to the crime when he's as ally strong as that? That's a good point. Story where a man cheats on his soba bill, right? Why do you think it didn't go over so well? Well, I suppose a little nervous. It's a lot of pressure when you're the star of the morning show, you know? You? Nervous? I thought you'd be all calm and collected. But I guess even you can get stage fright, eh? I wanted so badly to the great name of Uendo that I inherited. I guess I overperformed a little this time. Wait, Uendo was a stage member of tonight's school, right? That's right. The name I belonged to one of Shisho's former disciples who died of illness at a young age. With the weight of a new name like that to carry on your shoulders, I can see why you were feeling the heat, just like me. I'm carrying the weight of my entire agency on my shoulders right now. In that case, can I count on your sympathy and have you go a little easier on me? The audience is witness. That was a pretty unshakable. Oh, okay, I just read this. It might be something with time soba. Let me look at the. Oh look, he was supposed to do soba glutton, right? Fuck out of here with that. Uendo, is there something odd about the routine you performed? Odd? No, I don't think there's anything odd about it. But that's exactly what I find odd. The fact that you don't think it's odd. We're discussing the witness's alibi at the moment defense. The show's program is completely irrelevant. Yeah, but that's where you're wrong, bitch. The reason being, it contradicts the statement witness just made. Uendo, do you know what this is? No, what is it? This is an invitation to the show, sent from Master Tornado to Prosecutor Blackwell. Included in the invitation to run down of the show's program, which clearly states that time's supposed to be performed by Master Tornado himself. Whoa! No. Oh yeah. Uendo, why did you perform the routine your master's scheduled to do? Well, you see, the reason for that is... How do I say this? You see, how are you talking and drinking? It was a prank. That's right, it was just a little joke, you see. I was trying to surprise Shio by performing the routine before he did. I don't know if I buy that shit. Was doing the routine movies for shits and giggles, or... Hey, is that having to hear time still come from the dressing room? Doing one performance on stage. It seems like too much of a coincidence. Wait, can it be? What's the matter? Look like a hen with a dozen eggs to lay. But stop comparing me to birds. And ceases bird-brain timidity. If something has occurred to you, then lay it out for us already. Don't breed resentment in those watching your performance. Alright. I don't have a ton of confidence in this theory, but here it goes. It looks like Uendo's alibi checks out, Your Honor, but even though he was on stage at the time, he may have been trying to obfuscate a crucial detail about this case. Are you referring to this little building man trying to skimp on the witness story? I'm not talking about the Rakugo story, dumbass. Oh, I'm sorry, but then what are you talking about, young Sykes? What Uendo may have been trying to deceive us about was... the cause. Because he's been telling us that he was fucking drinking this. Okay, maybe not. By performing time soba, a story that features soba noodles, Uendo tried to fool us to think that the victim had drowned in soba broth. Come on, not even a jester like me thinks the cops would be fooled by such a silly trick. Besides, the story originally was going to do soba glutton also features soba. Oh, that's a good point. Right, I knew that. Oh my god, I forgot about animation. I just wanted to see if you knew that I knew. Bitch, who's the one trying to see the court again? Crash and burn. Yeah, okay, whatever, dude. No one's perfect. The time? Wait. No. No. I don't know. Right? Because the punchline of the story was the time, right? Give me that! Even though I already misguessed one. Uendo tried to say this about the time of the victim's death. What? Ah! What bullshit. Prosecutor Blackwell even testified to the time of the victim's death. I know. But he only testified that way because he and Gabriel had been clearly taken in. You mean by the Silver Bill thing? Would you please forget about the story for a second, bitch? I was deceived. Okay, well how the fuck did Uendo manage to deceive two people while he was performing on stage? That's easy. All he had to do was use a certain prop in the dressing room. Oh? And what might that be? The prop Uendo was... the TV. Right? Because he said he could broadcast the stuff. This TV was used to view what was happening on the stage. Prosecutor Blackwell, when he came to the dressing room, what was Uendo doing? He was performing time sober. Blast, could it be? Oh, it absolutely could, and it absolutely was. What you and Gabriel heard was not Master Schneider practicing his routine. It was Uendo's performance, as heard through the TV monitor speakers. Pure! What? With the TV just inside the inner door of the dressing room, it could easily be heard from the hallway outside. And because we knew that Master Schneider was scheduled to perform time sober, we were easily manipulated into thinking he was still alive at the time, rehearsing. Right. Your knowledge of today's program is why the two of you could be fooled this way. Simon, did the voice you hear belong to Mr. Tornado? With the doors in the way, couldn't tell exactly who the voice belonged to. But because I heard time sober, I just assumed it was Mr. Tornado. I can't believe I was taken in by such a simple mind game. All of that is mere conjecture. Where is your proof, defense? I've got it right here, bitch! Why didn't you move the TV back when you discovered the body? After all, you couldn't very well leave it by the door. Because then someone might figure out the trick you've been playing. God. And there's one more thing about Uendo's actions that's suspicious. And what would that be? The fact that he flopped so badly on such an important occasion. What was so suspicious about that? Even pros slip up once in a while, you know? Right, but I believe that this time it was intentional. Because Uendo knew it'd be strange to hear laughter coming from the dressing room. Oh my! Yipes! It's solid, but too perfect to be sheer coincidence. Plus, if the voice prosecutor Blackwell and Gabriel was due to Uendo screaming, then the victim's time of death could be earlier than 4 p.m. In other words, Uendo could have killed Master Adam himself. We've got you by the stone now, bitch. So you better confess everything. Gah. Well, witness, what do you have to say for this? We demand an explanation. Uendo, bitch! I confess. I tampered with the crime scene. Oh my god, this thing tampered with the crime scene, holy shit, yeah, you move the shit around, you tampered with that shit, move that shit around, look at this, oh my god, look at that. Is it the defense's claim that Uendo Tornado is a true murderer in this case? If he tampered with the crime scene, then we have to at least consider him a suspect. Now wait just 1 minute. Yes, I meant to mess with the dressing room, but I didn't kill Shisho. Then why the fuck did you tamper with the crime scene? I refuse to answer that question. What? If you suspect us as a witness, then I have a question for you. What the fuck could it be this time? Uendo had absolutely no reason to murder Typhoid Tornado. After all, why would Uendo kill a man who recognized his skills and promoted him? Oh, well, his motive was, I can't think of a single thing. It appears you're also not aware of one other fact. And what would that be? That the accused had visited the dressing room before 4 p.m. as well. Is it not natural, then, to suppose that the accused had killed the victim at that time? What? Wait, nobody told me Mr. Whitehouse had gone there before 4 p.m.? We were only discussing the time frame after 4 p.m., so I didn't think to mention it. But now that you have made the time period before 4 p.m. relevant... Ah, shit. I know where this is going. So, you do not know what your client was doing during that time frame, do you? Lord help me with this bitch. We'll lose all very sudden and... Why the fuck did you wait until the real last second to contact me, Simon? Don't give me that look. Just so you know, Bucky never told me he'd visit the master before 4 p.m. either. Sort of thing exactly why the prosecutor keeps calling us unprepared. Fetch will stop squabbling this instant. Sorry, Your Honor, but shit. Precious Almighty, please continue. Thank you, Your Honor. Defense, you know this will making implements in dressing room, correct? You're talking about the equipment for making new soba noodles. Yeah. You speak of the large bowl that is used to mix buckwheat flour and water, the long rolling pin, and the special knife that is used to cut the dough into noodles. Precisely. These tools all came from the accused's soba shop. You mean they didn't belong to Master Tonido? Mr. Wood had to visit the dressing room to give the victim a soba making lesson, and that visit was before 4 p.m. I'm afraid that's after the accuser kneaded the dough and made those noodles. Butterfly, help me with this case. He committed the crack. He committed the act of murder. But wait, that shit doesn't add up. If Mr. White killed the victim before 4 p.m., why the hell would we return to that room at a later time? Wet soba, you're kit and caboodle when it comes to noodles. Oh my. Hiya, Miss Chickadee. Yo, Sammy. The reason I went back is because Master Tonido ordered uncooked noodles. Mr. Wet. Oh my god, why is he always drunk? Yesterday, I brought a noodle making tools to the dressing room at around 2 p.m. That's when Master Tonido ordered uncooked soba noodles stocked up on. Uncooked noodles stocked up on. Yes, ma'am. Master Tonido kept a supply of soba noodles for my shop in his fridge. He only had one serving left, so I went back to my shop to get some more. One serving noodles in the fridge, huh? But I thought the fridge was practically empty. But anyways, to worry about the missing noodles isn't all that important now. You ran into me and Gary when you were paying back food and cook soba, is that right? That's right, Sammy. Made time out of my busy day to deliver him the noodles. And you know what? He ignored me when I called him from within the doorway. He just kept mumbling Rakugo on us for ages. It's like I'm mad him back to my soba shop. Oh, so that's why he got mad. If we think it's true, though, there's no way he could be the murderer. I swear I'm telling the truth, Miss Shake-Up. But Beowulf, quick, get this man to the infirmary. Well, I dare say he's quite a handful. Your Honor, please accept the statement Miss Wedge has made now into evidence. I believe the accused's statement about going to the room around 2 p.m. is true. For it falls within the victim's estimated time of death. That opens up the possibility that the crime was committed between 2 and 4 p.m. That's critical information. Yes, Your Honor. But other than that one point, Mr. West's statements are dubious and without proof. But they're the words of the defendant himself. Simon, back me up here. He does have a point. If I were the prosecutor, I wouldn't accept them either. While I understand the defense's feelings on the matter, this court is unable to accept anything other than... Wait, this court is unable to accept anything other than the time the defendant made his visit? Why? Well, fuck. I trust you have no further objections, defense. At last, the time has come to send the soul of the victim onward to the Shadow Realm.
Silence.
Man, fuck a Shadow Realm. We still got something we need to question Uendo about. We do? Like what? Don't just stand there. But if we don't have any evidence left to present. You've forgotten already? Is there still a hidden witness you have yet to question? A hidden witness? Oh yeah! Your Honor, there's still one more issue we haven't finished discussing yet. Oh, and what would that be? We haven't finished discussing, Owen. We still have to discuss the possibility of a fourth personality, the one named Owen. Are you suggesting that this fourth personality of Windows might be the true culprit? Jeez, not that shit again. I told you we don't know anything about this Owen. Look, Wendo, I know you don't have any motive to kill your master, but this Owen might have the one we all... No, this Owen might have one for all we know. Come clean out, Wendo. You got another personality stashed away, don't you? Please tell us everything you know about Owen. That's enough. The witness has already stated that he knows not of any Owen character. Bravo! You tell him, prosecutor. Yay! Yo, Patches. If you claim you don't know Owen when you really do, that's tantamount to perjury. If you want to exercise your right to remain silent, however, well, that's a different story. Do not listen to the depraved prosecutor witness. He'll be tainted with this evil. Do you have any idea how dark and cold the prison cell is? I exercise my right to remain silent. What's this now? Teaching horses in the stream, are you? Shut up. I will remain silent, that's it. Patches, you dumbass. Stay out of this. Patches is not the prize blow with a box that you call Nagane. The fact that he switched from I don't know any Owen to I will remain silent is proof that he does know about Owen. And there it is again. Silent's a formidable psychological manipulation tactic. I'm sure Guy's on my side today. You piece of shit, dirty, despicable piece of shit, ass-swiping lawyer, prosecutor, whatever. You were leading the witness. Witness? There was no need for you to spit yourself to defense questioning. Your Honor, Owen was definitely hiding something, though. Please allow me to question this witness about the existence of Owen. I guess only this witness can confirm and deny the end of it. Alright then, I will allow the defense to proceed. Gah, fucking bitches. I've never met any personality named Owen. Patches was sporting out nonsense in the panic. We're always aware, so we definitely knows if a person like that showed up. How dare you treat me like a criminal based on mere conjecture? Well, how the fuck am I supposed to deal with the testimony of 3 personalities? Once you can prove the existence of Owen here, it's all over. You best screw your courage to a sticking place and attack the testimony head on. Okay. Stop putting pressure on me, dude. Gotta draw out some info. Anything to drive Owen out into the open. Absolutely. Round 4? Hold it right there. Met, eh? Is that how you experience each other? Like people meeting on the street? Well, it's more like all 3 of us are always here. And the personality that's most suited to the moment is the one that comes out. So when you're out the window, what are the other 2 doing? Well, we never know when our turn will come, right? So we stand by and listen. So that means all 3 of you share the same memories. I never really thought that about that, but I guess that's right. Okay. Good looks. Patches, can I have a word with you, please? Hey, why hello. You rang? You said at first that you didn't know anybody named Owen, but then you exercised your right to remain silent. Were you afraid of committing perjury? You see... Don't worry, perjury doesn't exist in this series, because niggas lie for hours, for days. I'll take it over from here if you don't mind. Listen, I hate to say it, Patches is about as smart as a sack of rocks. If you go in with a bunch of highfalutin words, you're gonna want to keep it silent. Okay. So looking at this tongue Patches. Is your role, is it, as Kisegawa? Well, I don't know about that. But anyway, do you know that Patches was just flustered, and that's why he decided to remain silent. But what if, for some reason, you three were unconscious at the time of the incident? If the three of you weren't alert and aware, what would happen? What would happen? Even I'm not sure what you mean. I mean, bitch, you three share the same memories, right? But what if Owen is different? What if he has memories separate from yours? Maybe Owen emerged when the three of you are unaware or conscious. Ugh. Instead of speaking as if this fourth personality is a foregone conclusion, I suggest you prove its existence first. Well, we've already seen three personalities. A fourth would be a stretch. Lord help me with this bitch. You disarmed the victim and his court by jumping such conclusions without proof. You ever heard of the old sayings, Press Samadhi? What happens twice will happen thrice. If you see one, they're likely to study more in your home. I'm basing my theory on such premises. I've never heard that expression before. Comparing to cockroaches. Do we bug you that much, girly? But how do you intend to prove it? How will you prove that all three personalities become unconscious, as you say? Unless you can do that, all of this talk is merely empty speculation. Well, don't be so timid. If you don't have it, then find it. It was something that could render Uno and the others unconscious. He's right. Can't back down now. My client Mr. Wet, I gotta. Wait, Mr. Wet? Let me rest, Hami, follow the regular photo for noodle from the fresh like a soba. For the three freshes. Grind the buckwheat seeds fresh, get the dough fresh, and the noodles fresh. Okay, something about fresh wheat. Three freshes. He's blocked out. Mr. Wet, falling unconscious. Wait a second. I think I've got it. Ms. Sykes, do you have proof to back up your theory? I guess? You goddamn right I do. The proof is right here in the crime photo. It is? In that case, please point out what supports your theory. I don't know what caused Wet to lose consciousness. The noodles? Fuck. I have no clue. I don't know what caused him to lose his consciousness. Only name you hit with lose consciousness. I don't look like he passed us time getting smacked. I know he did. But I don't understand what made him lose consciousness. The bottle? Whatever this bottle is? Soba. This is probably made him when it lose consciousness. Right, sake. And isn't just like that's to pick a fine brand like Kamel. Sake? Oh, you mean rice wine? Oh, please, don't call it rice wine. That's so unsophisticated. That's not even wine. Silly girl. I must agree, you need to become more cultured, Athena. Tomato. It's made of rice, people get drunk from drinking it, right? Oh, that was Athena. It's called sake, end of story, bitch. Whatever, sake it is then. Ay caramba, I'm always so touched about these things. I recall last night I would often have a drink or two before performing. So it made him more eloquent. Drinking too much of this stuff can make one lose consciousness, though, of course. So he was drinking that Henny. And look, there are two glasses on the table. Wendell, I believe your master offered you some rice with, sake. And then, you must have drank too much and passed out. That's when your fourth personality, Owen, emerged. I drink sake. Oh, that's a good one. We have a real sweet tooth, you see, so yes, we did accept the sugary red bean bun. But since we really dislike sake, we said no thank you to that. Believe it or not, we're real weak when it comes to booze. Hehe. Even Tanjiro could knock us right out. Right, so you see, I had a sweet manju bun, but I didn't drink any sake. What? But that can't be right. What if that demands that the glasses be examined right away? You amateur! Did you really think I had not already done so? Your foolishness is beyond the pale. But don't tell me there is no trace of witness having touched either of the glasses naturally. Right, of course. Miss Sykes, would you like to witness him as a testimony? So if you had even a tiny sip of sake, you'd conk right out, eh? That's why you didn't touch a glass that much Schneider offered, right? Yep, that's right. Maybe you ate something that has sake in it as an ingredient. I don't recall doing anything like that. I don't recall doing it, but doesn't necessarily mean he didn't. This might not mean he did. If I take a look at the evidence. So he didn't drink any sake, eh? Ah, shit, now we're in trouble. Can't answer exactly why Senma keeps assaulting you. Now use your head. There are countless ways one could have gotten sake job besides drinking it. That's a good question. A way to drink sake without putting it in your mouth, huh? It's gonna be in this crime scene photo, right? But how? The only thing I can think of is he put it in the bun or something. Or maybe the cup spilled over and it spilled into the bun. I guess? Alright, that's cool. The only thing I can think of is the cards, because they have soba spilled on them, right? But I don't know how it could, unless he licked it, but I doubt he did. But I don't know, though. I have no clue. Well, that wasn't it either. What the fuck? How? I don't know. Consult. Oh, I forgot I could do this. Fuck, that wasn't a button. The fuck is X? What's the matter with you? Have you been best by Pascal Monk already? No, I just don't have any idea what to do. I'm not sure if I can say right here. What the fuck? I know what I know what statement is. My god. Yeah, I know what statement is fucking gay, but... So it's gotta be the fact that he was supposed to perform Soba Glutton as a routine? No, I don't know. I have no clue. What the fuck? Doesn't make any sense. I think so. I think they're implying that there's supposed to be like sake in the soba or something, right? But I've already tried all this evidence. I have no clue what it could possibly be. Like, what the fuck? It's not the crime scene. It's not the invitation or the cards. So... I don't know. Wet soba? What the f... Oh, time to switch guess. Oh, okay. This shows what... What the fuck? This shows what most likely made Ueno lose consciousness. That note. Are you feeling lightheaded, child? Or perhaps a bit peckish? I'm not hungry, bitch. My head feels just fine, thank you very much. Look at the paper this note's written on. Isn't there something familiar about it? No. Oh, it's a thing of the... It's a camel thing. Where's likely your point defense? It's faint design reminds me of the paper from... the bottle. Yep. Oh no, the wrapping paper on the box of Magi buns like on the floor. Ueno, you may not have drunk any sake, but you did eat a sweet red bun, right? Well, yes, that's correct. I don't know if you are aware of it or not, Ueno, but I believe the Magi bun you ate caused you to fall unconscious. What the fuck? I thought that's what it was, but you wouldn't let me, like, use the crime scene photo to point out the fucking buns. Assholes. The bean bun. But how? Because those buns contain secret ingredients. A very punchy secret ingredient as that. A punchy secret ingredient? Yep. The design on the wrapping paper matches that of something else in the room. It does? Fucking the bottle. The camel pattern. It's the same as the one on the camel bronze sake. Oh my god, this is something that had sake in it. So, just as I want to say, I didn't drink any sake per se. But he did eat some. Impossible. Wendo had a camel brand red bean bun, which boasts a nice shot of sake as one of its ingredients. So the fans is claiming that Wendo passed out after consuming the camel sweet bun, which allowed a fourth personality named Owen to emerge. Is that correct? Damn straight. That's exactly what I'm saying. But there's one thing that bothers me. When the alcoholic content of the buns evaporate as they are steamed, in order to give them a stronger flavor, some manju are specially made to retain as much of their alcohol content as possible. What kind of lightweight do you think I am? Even though I would pass off from eating single manju, you just said you passed off from a single drop. Then how about we test that theory? What do you say, Your Honor? Seeing is believing, as they say. Well, fuck it. Hell yes. Simon, go buy some camel manju on the double. Don't forget to get me one too, alright? Why am I still... And while you're at it, Prosecutor Blackwell, you will give me one for me as well. What the fucking courthouse stable boy, you know. But your bird is. But justice once, I'll acquiesce. Taka, I'm counting on you. How is a bird gonna go to a fucking store, take soba buns, pay him? Okay. Aw, but I thought it would be your tree, Prosecutor Blackwell. What a shame. But anyways, let's return to the manju arrived by Carrier Hawk. Court reconvenes as soon as Taka returns. Whew. May 13th. District Court, Koru, number 4. Oh my god, here we go, the bird dog, oh my god. Now that a sweet bunch have arrived, this court is back in session. Go on, Wendo, eat up. That's tea. Yeah. Nice flavor. It really tastes of sake. That was amazing. Yes, a unique sweetness and a faint aroma of sake. Yet I hardly think that anyone could pass out from eating something like this. What's the matter, Wendo? You're not afraid of Tiny Manju, are you? Or are you scared of how many calories it has? Don't be ridiculous. A sweet little snack like this couldn't possibly... I mean, it can never... Less bleeding, more eating, bitch. Fine, whatever. See, I told you. I don't affect me in the slightest. We might be a little high weight, but come on, but is that light? Seriously, nobody gets drunk off of a little butt. Game. Oh? It's Owen. It looks like it worked. Oh my. When is priest of the court your name and occupation? Oh. Huh? Huh? Oh. My name is Owen. I'm 5. You're 5 years old? Am I in trouble? Please don't yell at me. Ooh. So he's the one with first personality? I hardly think a child like him could have a motive to murder the victim. And even if he had a motive, couldn't he have actually committed the murder? That's a good point. Owen does appear to be very timid and weak. Excuse me. It seems the defense was hoping this hint could not be the real killer. But now that he's standing here before us, it is clear that none of one of his personalities could be the killer. Yeah. Where can I even go from here? Shisho. Owen, do you know something about what happened to your master? Ah. Come on, buddy. What you tell Auntie? What scary lady? I'm not scary. Look at Auntie's big smile. Try about your master, please. Pretty please, with sugar on top. Oh, okay. Shisha was super nice. He always played with me. Just like a real grandpa. I love Shisho. Athena, you sense anything behind his words. Sense of sadness. Sounds so pure it's heartrending. But no discord. Personality's right. Owen isn't a killer. But then, don't you find it odd? Find what odd? What's the real we've learned so far? You want to rearrange the cardboard cards to pin the blame on Bucky. Well, that's because the original message implicated Owen. But Owen is only 5 years old, and absolutely adores Master Tornado. Exactly. The only three personalities also have no motive for murder. If Owen isn't the true culprit, then the person who first laid out the cards probably wouldn't have been Master Tornado. So then who did it? Must have been defense. Did the appearance of Owen help you figure out anything? Yes, Your Honor. I now know who it was that first laid out the crude cards. But I thought it was a victim, right? No, Your Honor. I don't believe it was. Oh, shit. The one who first arranged the crude cards on the table was none other than... fifth person. Okay, hold up. You know what? I'll throw one for this. If it's not the fourth personality, Owen, then it must be a fifth personality. Lord help me with this. And why would a fifth personality try to pin the blame on the fourth? They both have the same body after all. Well, psychology experts. It appears our psychology expert is running out of expertise. Alright. The true killer. I believe the person who laid the cards out was the very person who killed Tonari Tafido. How quickly you move on to a new target when your 0-3 proves false. You Pokunkin. I don't know what a Pokunkin is, but I know I'm definitely not one. Before you start with the sermon, why don't you hear me out? Alright, let's hear the defense's reasoning. Please proceed. But if you are bluffing, I won't go easy on you. Of course. Gotcha. Please recall the original crime scene. Who did the card card's name when the scene was discovered? Let's see. I believe they implicated the defendant, Bucky Wet. That's right. But then we found out that the message originally read Owen 4th. Which implicated the young boy, Owen. Exactly. And the person who rearranged the cards was undoubtedly Uendo. Uendo may have kept silent, but we can be assured he already knew his master was dead. His tampering with the crime scene using the TV all but proves it. I confess. I tampered with the crime scene. The reason he went to rearrange a career card in the TV was because he saw the Owen Force message and was convinced Owen committed the crime. Right on, Prosecutor Blackwell. It would seem that Owen and the other three personalities don't share the same memories. But really there is no fourth personality, there's three of us here. I wouldn't fear that Owen had to kill the Master Tornado, so we try to hide Owen from us. Oh. But it turns out Owen is but a 5-year-old child, incapable of hurting a fly, let alone his beloved master. So naturally, the culprit must be somebody else. And somebody else, the true killer, try to pin the crime on Owen. Oh my god, you just did it! Oh, you're trying to pin the crime on Owen! Oh yeah, this is true killer! Okay. That does make sense. This is not but conjecture, composed of half-truths and bullshit. Who the fuck do you maintain murdered the victim? I believe Owen might know something about that. I refuse to allow such impromptu testimony, from a 5-year-old no less. Such a young child is incapable of producing anything coherent. But, your desperation is disgraceful. You should realize when it's time to let go, and... I saw it. I saw Shisho getting... Owen! You do know something, don't you? Yeah. Oh my, is this true? If so, you must have Owen testify immediately. Don't you agree, young Senmari? Gah. It's alright, Owen. Go ahead and tell us you know. Shisho was standing with a knife in his hand. Blood was dripping onto Shisho's face, getting it all red. I couldn't move at all. I was so scared, I passed out. Huh. This is eyewitness testimony from the moment of the murder. Owen, can you tell us anything else about what you saw? I was so scared. Oh, so scared. Owen! His emotions are spiraling out of control. Something must have really frightened him. Is he alright? His emotions are running wild because he's trying to recall something frightening to him. I recommend... Oh, shit. Going back to the Matrix. Gotcha. I'll try to find the cause of these out-of-control emotions. Beep boop, beep boop. Entering the Matrix. Okay, I got you. Stan with a knife in his hand. Bullet in his face. It's probably the blood on his face. Yeah, probably. I'd be terrified too. Yeah, blows dripping down into Shisho's face. Blood? I don't remember seeing any blood in the crime scene photos. Exactly, because according to the autopsy, the cause of death was suffocation. So the victim was standing upright. How could blood drip down to his face? That's a good point too. As I expected, all I managed to obtain from this child was a tale we dreamt up. I guess it's a little weird for blood to drip onto the victim's face. He was standing up. Unless it dripped down from the ceiling or something. What do you think, Simon? I don't know. Owen's one confused and upset kid right now, so who knows how accurate his memory is. Maybe it's time for that thing instead. What thing? That thing that you and your cohorts do. What do you call it? Rotate your thinking about? Oh, you mean turn your thinking around? Yeah, whatever. It's the same thing either way. No, it isn't. Who's ever heard of rotating your thinking? I mean, rotate is... wait a minute. What? You know what, Simon? In this case, I think rotate just might work perfectly after all. Or what? All I gotta do is rotate things by 90 degrees. When he saw his master, Owen must have been... pressed flat against the wall. No, lying on the floor. Owen must have been lying on the floor when he witnessed his master's murder. What? That's the conclusion I arrived at when I rotated my thinking by 90 degrees. Which means that all the visuals in my matrix were off by 90 degrees. And... this means Master Tornado was also lying on the floor, which solves another mystery. And which mystery is that? The mystery of how blood could have been dripping onto the victim's face. It becomes much easier to imagine how that could have happened if he was lying down. Like somebody bleeding onto Master Tornado from somewhere up above him. I remember now. Somebody was sitting up on top of Shisho? Oh boy. So try and recall his master's body. No, Bloody Killers was booted where Owen originally. The blood that stained the victim's face red came from the person sitting on top of him. The victim was holding a knife, so he likely nicked his attacker as he was fighting back. This means his assailant was injured on their faces somewhere, like the forehead perhaps. Exactly. Assuming the victim and his attacker were face to face, then yeah. I see. So that is what has happened. But if I recall correctly, the accuser has a fresh bandage on his forehead, does he not? Ah, shit. That injury of Mr. Wetz is conclusive evidence that he committed this murder. Why?
Oh god, this nigga has a bandage on his forehead. He committed murder and got clapped by the knife that this dude's holding while sitting down.
It seems you have, as they say, played yourself. Even when I figured out the reason for Owen's out of control emotions, all I did was raise further suspicion against my own client. What do I do now? What's the matter? You weren't thinking of throwing in the towel, are you? But it looks so bad for this nigga. I mean, he both had the motive and opportunity. Plus, he has an injury on his forehead. Your Honor, I sense the defense is finally ready to let it go and move on. Well, Sykes, I understand that you don't want to give up on your client, but I won't allow you to prolong this trial without a good reason.
Well, that lawyer did her best, but all the signs point to the defendant's guilt. Maybe it's time she gave up. She tried everything she could.
I mean, respect. I really don't want to back down, but...
Silence!
Athena, are you having doubts about Bucky's innocence? Well, I wouldn't say that, but it's just... Do you remember what she said to Bucky earlier this morning? You mean, you believe me, ma'am? Of course, no matter what, I'll believe you at the very end. Those are just empty words. Of course not. It's just that all the cards are you still stuck on that line of thinking? Oh my god. Motive, opportunity, and an injury to his forehead. Is that all it takes to make you stop believing in your clients? Tell me again, who are you to Bucky? I'm his Miss Chickadee lawyer. So do your duty and believe him to the very end. Alright. That's absolutely right. I'm Bucky's lawyer. He's depending on me. Vesting, please, no fight in my courtroom. Defense is ready to resume, Your Honor. Prosecutor Blackwood just giving me a prep talk, that's all. Good looks, Pros. I didn't do it for your sake. I did it for the future of Wet Soba. Yeah, whatever. Defense looks like now continue with Owen's therapy session. Well, would you be alright without Owen? Sure. Somebody was sitting up on top of Shiho, bleeding from their head, and smushing something onto Shiho's face. That's weird. What is it? It's like your Discord in Owen's voice. But I don't sense any consistency between statement and his emotions. And there doesn't seem to be any contradiction in this testimony either. So that's it, eh? What, did you figure something out? Your ability to sense emotions is making you focus too much on his feelings, Athena. But there's actually something here he's being very vague about in his testimony. If you can clarify what he's feeling uncertain about. Yeah, whatever he's smushing. Okay. So the Weed Matrix, yeah, whatever. What this thing is being vague about? What do you mean for that evidence what he's being vague about? What? That's vague itself. He was Florence make switching from his face. I couldn't move at all, I was so scared I passed out. What do you want me to present? Okay. Let's put a name to the thing no one's uncertain of, shall we? By identifying the murder weapon that was used to suffocate the victim. Fortunately for us, I spy the murder weapon right here in this crime scene photo. Fortunately for you, I spy nothing of the sort. Me neither. And the police did not spy anything of the sort during their investigation either. Then what the actual fuck is this murder weapon that you see? You don't see it because it no longer looks that way when it did when it used as a weapon. Question. What is the culprit? It no longer looks that way when it was used. Maybe the I don't know actually. The sake, because he said he saw blood. That's the only thing that's red here. The mystery person Owen saw pressed Soba into the victim's face, thereby suffocating him. I grow weird your takes this joke. How could anyone commit murder with soft, delicate Soba? Who knows would instantly fall apart if they were pressed in someone's face? Yes, I agree. Well, I disagree. There is a way the soba could have been used to suffocate the victim. What? You will explain your theory at once. To cause the tornado, uncooked, uncut, uncut. The culprit must have used the soba before it was cut into noodles. In other words, the murder weapon was raw soba dough. Sorry, I fucking pressed the wrong button. What?
Oh my god, you killed us all so much, oh my gosh!
I guess you could say he lives and dies by his work. Alright, everyone relax, everyone relax. Yeah, soba dough could definitely be used to suffocate someone, couldn't it? Are you alright, somebody? I was just letting the soul of the victim know. What a complete dumbass you are. What? What are you talking about? Let me just summarize your statements. As the accuser was killing the victim, he was slashed in the face by the victim's knife. The weapon used to suffocate the victim was the dough in the dressing room. He then disposed of the murder weapon by cutting the soba dough into noodles. Gah! Why, you smarmy. Butterfly, help me beat this nigga's ass. Afterwards, the accuser put the victim's face into a bowl of soba noodles and broth to wash out the blood that had dripped onto the victim's face from his own. And there you have it, the true secret of the event behind the foul affair. Wait, now wait just 1 minute. I never once said that Mr. Well was a culprit. Who but the accuser knows how to cut dough into noodles? Defense. Gah! That is a very good point, Prosecutor Samadi. I heard that cutting soba dough and taking it from noodles requires considerable training. But then what about the drawing message? How do you explain that? If anyone would have known about the Windows' own personality, perhaps the victim is simply playing with the cards and they hold no other meaning. Perhaps he felt his own name in a jest, something before the murder. Yeah, it's true. From own testimony, it's clear that Mr. Tornado cared for the boy. And it appears he's arrived at a compelling conclusion. Taking it together, all these points point convincing picture of the defendant's guilt. Owen, is there anything else you can tell us? It doesn't matter how small of a detail, anything will do. You're scaring me. Oh, I'm sorry, Owen. Auntie Athena didn't mean to raise her voice. Now you talk towards him. Can't forget he's only 5 years old. Don't you be scared, okay, sweetie? Just tell us everything you can remember. Well, when I woke up, the person who killed Shisho was standing over me, bleeding from their head. Owen, you saw the killer's face? Oh shit, I did it again. So who was it, Owen? Do you remember? I don't know who it was. I'm picking up some noise. It means there's still something uncovered in Owen's testimony. I don't know what Owen saw, but suffice it to say, we are analyzing the dreams of a child. You've wasted enough of our time, defense. Let it go and move on. No, fuck that. There's still a discord in Owen's heart that need to be addressed. I can't get in here. Owen, do you think you can continue your testimony for us? Sure. But look, he's less sad right there. Wait, happy? Bro, what? Ayo? Owen? Despite witnessing the culprit's terrible crime firsthand, Owen experienced a positive feeling. One of relief? The person the witness saw was no stranger, rather it was the accused. Therefore, it was only natural that he felt some level of relief when he saw a familiar face. Defense, end this matters and sully your soul no more. Owen, who did you see? That nice smell. I love the smell. Fucking Geiru, I knew it! Geiru, I'm on to you. Bye-bye. I'm on to your ass. And your balloon. It's a smell of... You can do it. Try to remember, Owen. The smell of... Owen! Woo, woo, woo. Owen, answer me. Owen, Owen. Bum 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 bum. Dun dun dun. It's only have their hands full today down there. Let's continue this trial. Despite Owen's testimony, it is the opinion that Thomas serving the Holy Mother, that the child's words were insufficient to clear the accused of suspicion. But what about the scent of the perfume Owen mentioned? I believe it's a clue that leads to the true culprit. Alright, but there are thousands of perfumes in this world. It could even be the scent of the hair product the accused uses. He does have an amazing hairstyle, so that's certainly possible. Butterfly, help me with these dumbass niggas. The witness is a 5-year-old boy. He cannot tell the difference between conventional perfumes and hair products. Ah, damn, why can't you be gone for a crew cut or something, Bucky? What's more than a person who can cut someone with such precision? Is the accuser and no other. Ah, damn it. How am I supposed to argue with that? And so the person Owen saw at the scene of the crime could only be the accused, Bucky Wetz. Huh? Huh? What the? Hey. I never use hair products for anything of a smell. If I were someone like that, the smell would be on the soba. Boom, check it. What the fuck? Mr. Wet, aren't you supposed to be, like, resting in the infirmary? Man, fuck that shit. You think I let my soba shake a perfume? Try that chill soba for yourself and see. I believe we have no choice but to try it. Strictly for examination purposes, of course. Alright, then let us dig in. Oh my... Bro, move with that. Ah! It's like ASMR shit. What the fuck, dude? That was delightful. Well, I'm satisfied that there are no traces of hair products in perfumes and this new soba. For a sweet begun and now a savory soba, what delightful trial this has been. This texture is different from the soba I had the other day. It reminds me of a dish we have in Kir Ryan called Banu Poon. What you think, Big Sticky D? My soba's pretty good, ain't it? It's delicious. Don't you think so, Simon? Still pales in comparison to his late father's cuisine. Sammy, man, why you gotta be so hard? Yup. Bailiff, get this thing back up. Go to the infirmary, dude. Rest? Man, I love plain old weedy oolong dough, you know? I'm fresh with my soba. You know what soba dough rest? It's about the 3 freshes of soba. Grind the seeds fresh, cut the dough fresh, and boil the noodles fresh. Okay. I don't know what this dude's problem is. Lord help me with this nigga. At least Buggy wasn't a source of perfumes. Wait a minute. Smelly perfume? Looks like you remember something. The phrase smelly perfume reminded me of a certain somebody. Oh, and who might that be? There's only one person that comes to mind. The phrase smelly perfume reminded me of this person. Fucking big ass balloons. Gairu Tornado. Oh yeah, she did smell very nice, didn't she? Just a moment defense. You would throw a suspicion like Gairu now because of a scent? Your Honor, there's no need to go along with these ever-changing claims of defense. I suppose their claims have been often consistent. But Gairu could have been at the crime scene. Yeah, but you don't get to see those balloons of hers we call back to the witness stand. Quote-unquote balloons. How vulgar. His Honor is not interested in such things. Setting matters over balloons aside entirely. Why the fuck are you putting quotes each time? It is appropriate to ask Gary some questions given circumstances. This has nothing to do with their balloons, of course. Thank you, Your Honor. God damn horny ass judge. Oh my god. Thank you for calling the Simon Summer School Rakugo back for an encore. It's me, the balloon artist you all know and love, Garu Tonido. 1, 2, balloon. Oh, what wonderful. Your Honor, please. Now then, what would you like me to make for you this time? Actually, I called you back for more testimony. But I'm all tucked out. This case has left me completely deflated. What? You didn't find that funny? Anyway, what's going on, Simon? It seemed the person who murdered Master Chida was wearing perfume. And you were the only person I could think of who wears perfume. Wait, you mean I'm a suspect now? Garrett, you know about Owen, right? Well, yeah, I often play with him at Chisho's request. So that means you could have left that fake dime message, right? What? Just because I wear perfume and know Owen? You think I'm a murderer? Oh, how could you? Dwayne is absolutely right. There's no evidence but the story memories of a small child. It is outrageous of the defense to accuse this woman. That's right, you don't even have any proof. You may step down from the stand, Garu. The defense does not have one scrap of evidence that connects you to the crime. Yeah, wait just 1 minute. I may not have proof, but O's testimony is still... Enough! Please feel free to leave, Garu. But I'm so close. There's gotta be something I can do. Well, the prosecutor says it's okay, and I guess I'll be going now.
Silence!
Oh, wait, Garu. You're an entertainer, aren't you? Once you go on stage, it's your duty to complete your performance, is it not? So what are you doing, getting halfway through? Fucking bandage. There's a bandage I gave his forehead. Must be none that Master Shino's killer had a cut in their face somewhere. Impossible. How did you know, Simon? I didn't, but I had to take a chance to see for myself. Otherwise, your theory would remain a groundless accusation. Your Honor, Precious and Lottie. The sight of the perfume and injury on the forehead? These things are completely consistent with Owen's testimony. In short, the mysterious individual Owen saw in the dressing room could have been Garu. Miss Sykes. Does this mean you are formally indicting a witness for the murder of Typhoon Tornado? Should your accusation prove to be false, I hope you're prepared to pay the price in full. Simon, what price is this thing talking about? I thought that should be obvious. He's saying he'll see you in hell. I must say though, he knows how to get trial interesting. Whose side are you on, asshole? Go on then, into the deep end with you. You're really a butt, no choice anyway. Well, Miss Sykes, I'm waiting. With regards to bonus Gary Tornado, the defense wishes to... I indict her, I guess. There's no reason for me to hold back. Not if I really believe my client. The defense wishes to formally indict Gary Tornado for the murder of Typhoon Tornado. I'll try to be merciful, but now, not even your pleas will reach the Holy Mother's ears. You will have plenty of time to regret your decision. In hell! Yeah, except I won't need to, bitch. The person who murdered the victim was not Mr. Wet. It was Gary Tornado. That bandage it's just from the slip up I made while cooking yesterday, that's all. What kind of extreme cooking were you doing to cut yourself on the forehead? Well, what can I say? That's what happened. You also don't have an alibi for the period before 4 PM, do you, bitch? But, I really didn't know anything was wrong until Shisha was found dead. If you don't believe me, then it was a twisty twist. And Bloom, there you have it. An adorable little kitty. How could you suspect a cutie little balloon artist like me, Garu, I've been meaning to say this for a while now, but... those balloons are fake! Don't you think I know that? You have to come out and say it. I'm a daughter of a great Rakugo artist. I never wanted to do this stupid balloon art. So to be a Rakugo storyteller, too, is my late daddy. But she told me to do balloon art instead. Guess the victim thought she had no talent on the Rakugo arts either. So you're still gonna suspect a poor little thing like me? Please stop trying to skirt the issue. Nothing's found in the scent of the perfume and the cut on your forehead. You incorporated no testimony show that saves you straight. You're dead on accusing me, aren't you? Well, here's what I have for naughty little girls like you. With a twisty twist twist. I'ma cut ya, bitch. Go ahead, make it testify how you want. When the truth's revealed, it'll be your balloon or mine that was pop. Got it? Oh my, is there another hidden personality? Simon, is there ever been a school like this? How should I know? Alright. Whew. Yeah, I visited the dressing room during that time, making a courtesy call after my act. Shisho and Owen were there, but they were both starting to storm. I saw them know Shisho left, so I just left. You don't disturb me, you know? The perfume Owen smelled must have been left over when I visited. So Gary's saying she went to the dressing room, but then left right away. I think I read a word. Come on, you would think I would. I'm just trying to figure out how to get her to talk about what really happened. Alright, I must proceed with your cross-examination. Courtesy call after your performance, huh? Now I think about it, one of my making is a kind of visit. Yep, visit your master, and after your routine. That's just common courtesy with us for Kugo Arts and entertainers. So that means you paid the visit and the courtesy call before your performance too, right? What do you say at that time? He was having a drink and getting himself into a festive mood. He hooks the drink gave him a tongue. So he was already drinking by then. When it wasn't in their dressing room at the time. He must have gotten there during my act, because when I went back... You know, there, we're going to the storm. Can you describe how they appeared? They were both stretched out on the floor, seems their way. Swinging the victim up and over the table something the corpse doing. The robot wouldn't stretch out on the floor so he couldn't take a nap. Plus, I matched up with what Owen said in his testimony. But if he was asleep, how could you tell it was Owen? How'd you know it was a window? I've known the guy for ages. One look at his face and I know which one I'm dealing with. I see. So where'd you find your master's note? I don't know. Can't remember. Did you notice anything else unusual or out of place in the room? Well, there was a sock and a half eaten match on the table. I didn't see anything else out of place or whatever in the room, though. Oh, is that a fact? Of course it is. What do you think? And you didn't change anything around while you were in there. I didn't do anything. Look, I'm telling you. I didn't see anything funny in your sheet show, and I didn't touch anything in the room. Your bonus act quest that's gonna be added to the taste. This, shit. Simon? Fuck something like that gonna do for me? Let's play along, you'll see soon enough. Shit. I have no objections. What the fuck is this nigga thinking, dude? So I just want to confirm, you didn't see anything at all unusual or out of place anywhere in the room, or as a victim. You didn't touch anything at all in the dressing room. It's something I shouldn't see. When I immediately saw you take the body. The cards, right? Oh, you just supposed something. What is it? Something was already there in the room. Looks like he must have been there and just doing something. Yeah, thanks to non-help. Right. So I'm thinking either the cards or the flower on the ground. Yeah. Okay, so... crime scene. Garu, you said you didn't notice anything odd or unusual near your master. You also said you didn't touch anything in the dressing room. That's right. What about it? Then, I wonder who left that dying message with the Kuruda cards. What are you going on about? It had been that Bucky. Sorry, but that's complete bullshit. Because only 3 people knew Uendo's personalities. Uendo, your master, and yourself.
Yeah.
If Monkey had left that Karuta message, he wouldn't have spelled out Owen. He would have spelled out Uendo. What it boils down to is this. Get it? Because boils, noodles, boils, and as a member of Tsunaido School, you, Geiru Tsunaido, are the only one who could have left that dying message. And as a person who left that message, it's clear that you are Master Tsunaido's killer. Grr, will you ever quit yapping? Wow, nice balloon. You are like wretches clinging to the spider thread of salvation. Allow me to cut the holy thread from the heavens and bring it back down to earth. Would you quit butting him whenever things have to go my way? Silence, bitch. Playtime is over. What did you just call me? As the witness stated, she went into the dressing room and soon came back out again. But the victim's note was not the only reason she left with such haste. There was another reason that compelled Geiru to leave at once. Geiru, would you please relate such reason to said court? There was a reason why Geiru had to leave the dressing room? Well, I didn't want to show you this, but I guess I got no choice. Keep your eyes peeled, because here it comes. Your hand is all swollen red. What the fuck happened? You must know, I'm allergic to buckwheat. What? What? Allergic reactions to buckwheat can vary, though they're usually on the severe side. With time for tonight, making soba noodles in his dressing room. Geiru was lucky to still be alive, considering all the soba flour that was swirling in the air. Good thing it was pretty quick. I managed to escape with just a mild reaction. But touched Shijo as he was being carried away and liquid ditched my poor hands. There must have been soap broth in his clothes or something. If I had inhaled any of that soba flour, I'd have had a seizure, and it'd been good night, Geiru. I never could have stayed in the dressing room for very long. The person allergic to buckwheat couldn't be in the room with soba flour in the air. It certainly couldn't be soba dough as a murder weapon either. What the... This isn't good. You knew it would come to this, didn't you? That's why you never mentioned her allergy. As if I would do anything so underhanded. I was simply trying to protect the privacy of the witness. I'm sick of all these accusations. Why don't I just testify and get it out of the open, yeah? Okay. If I come into contact with the slightest contact with buckwheat, I get an allergic reaction. And with that much soap from the air, that room could literally killed me. With my hand, just touching Shiva's body makes it causes such damage. This is soap broth is closed. I never could have committed the murder in the dressing room. Okay. So I can't believe it. Nobody told me she had a soda allergy. Did you know, Simon? Does it look like I knew, bitch? Protect the privacy of the witness, my ass. What a dirty trick. Now what do we do? There's only one thing to do. End her life. Right. Go to the house while I find an opening. You're not lying about this allergy of yours, right? Of course not. I just want to grave my father up in heaven. If I can get you a doctor's certificate if you want. She seems to tell me the truth. I've had for so long I can remember. I never dreamt in a million years of clear me of murder. I know it'll come out of this smelling like a delicate buckwheat flower to boot. Well said, Your Honor. I agree that there was quite a bit of flour scattered about in that dressing room, but you went to pay respect to your master regardless, right? Yeah, but like I said, it came right back out. I mean, some big tools are right there. But I believe I was careful not to breathe any of it in. But you still could have committed this crime if you held your breath while doing it. Don't be ridiculous. I was suffocated to death before Shiho did. Yeah, I guess you do have a point. You're good at grip, Julia. Maybe there's a twist here, like you're actually allergic to dogs and not soba. Kiddin', bring a little Hugemu here. I'll hug and squeeze him like no tomorrow. Tell me, I have a genuine, honest to God, soba allergy. Defense, the witness clearly has an authentic allergy to buckwheat. Any further deliberation on that matter would be meaningless, pointless, worthless. You heard the man, lawyer girl. All right, fine. I was just starting to think the same thing myself. I don't like it though. I probably got this allergic reaction on my hand because I touched Shiho. It's so Blossom's clothes. I got a question about that actually. If you're allergic to soba, does that mean you're allergic to noodle broth too? Well, the buckwheat put in the noodles can dissolve into the broth, so duh. Touching soba broth can just be just as deadly for me. Don't you know anything? What an amateur. Sorry. Bitch, do I look like a doctor to you? Look, anything that has soba in it, or anything that has touched soba is like poison to me. So, I just want to cover all my bases, but could the murder have possibly occurred somewhere other than the dressing room? That is out of the question. By even asking, you should show your complete disregard for all we have discussed up to now. Yeah, I have to agree. The defense can't go around suggesting new premises without basis. Fortunately for you, Shisho didn't take a single step from his dressing room around the time of the murder. Well, that is unfortunate for everyone. Gabriel could not have possibly committed this crime in a room where soba was being made. Butterfly, help me with this bitch. Finally, the time has come for the last rites of the victim to begin. What will right you to time like this? There's only one thing to do, because I have no idea what that word means. Off jet. What are you smiling about? Has the pressure overwhelmed you? Nope. It's just the worst of times when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. I see. You know, rebuttal, and so the only thing left to do is smile. Oh, ho, 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 ho. That's where you're wrong, bucko. I do have a rebuttal. Turn your thinking around, Athena. Don't try to figure out how Geiru, who is allergic to soba, could commit the crime. Figure out how Geiru could be in that room and not have allergic reaction instead. When you rest, maybe if I'm going to regular flour dough udon noodles, but I'm fresh on my soba. Don't let soba dough rush. It's all about 3 freshes. Grind the bucket seeds first, get the dough fresh, and boil the noodles through. Oh boy, here we go. Hey yo, Athena, I'm gonna need you to do some deep thinking. And walk me through it, because I have no clue. It appears to have been written by the victim. Allow me to read it. Resting, do not disturb. Yes, that note I saw. After reading that, who wouldn't think Shisho was napping? If you must know. Well, there's the buckwheat. Mon Dieu! What if the certain piece of evidence doesn't mean what we think it means? If that's the case, I'm not able to prove Geiru could have committed this crime. No matter how hard you search your mind, you cannot overturn facts. Well, Miss Sykes, if you have no further objections, I'll hand out my ruling. True, I can't overturn facts, but what if we got our facts by a piece of evidence wrong? Lord help me with this bitch. Got our facts wrong? What are you talking about? And which piece of evidence do you mean? Please point it out. Even with their soba allergy. I mean, they showed this, so... we take it. It's Mr. Tomato's note. The note? Preposterous. What possible connection could there be between the witness's allergy and that note? The analyze and true meaning of this note. Its true meaning. This note does not mean I am resting, do not disturb as you had assumed. But rather, it actually means this dough is resting, do not disturb it. Wait a minute, Athena, that doesn't make any sense. You're right, it doesn't. After all, Bucky told us many times, You don't want to rest. So the super driver got to do with anything. This is it, the home stretch. This is what Mr. What's words have led me to the conclusion that Mr. Tornado, he was making udon because you said you have to keep it fresh. The victim, Typhoid Tornado, was not making buckwheat noodles. He was making ordinary udon noodles instead. Pokunga. That layer of flour in the dressing room wasn't soba flour, but plain old wheat flour for udon. So actually, it was totally possible for Gabriel to be in that room and kill her master. What? But if that's true, it changes everything. Your Honor, the defense requests that the flour in the room be tested immediately. Oh, you don't want that, huh? But soba noodles were found in the bowl, and Gabriel didn't have a reaction on her hand. How do you explain those things? Well, even where udon flour said soba, you still can't prove Gabriel committed the crime. But... Don't lose your nerve now. Keep charting forward, or you'll feel my blade at your back. Stop with the threats, dude. I got it. Talk about pressure. Okay, take a deep breath and go over everything again. Alright, time for some deep thinking. I'm gonna visualize the case from start to finish. Okay. We'll start to try to make a new dressing room. Udon. Okay. Let's talk about that. Okay, we know he's making udon. My logic, Master Madam must have been making udon noodles in the dressing room. But something on the crime scene indicates otherwise. Both found in the bowl table. Soba. Okay. But there was soba in the bowl. Doesn't really add up, does it? Even though the master wasn't making soba noodles were found at the scene. So that means the noodles had to come somewhere else. Wait a minute. One mysterious serving soba noodles. Sounds familiar. Does it? Where does soba in the bowl come from? I don't know. Did he have a soba stock? I guess he did. I heard it somewhere. Like you said, it sounds familiar. Someone was found a scene where from the master stock from noodles. But then why did Copa go out of her way to cook that soba and put it in her bowl? Why did Copa cook in soba noodles and put it in a bowl? To hide the udon dough, I guess. Wanted to hide the udon dough, but why? Soba was on the scene. So that means the culprit must have taken the udon with her to hide it. But why did Copa take the udon away to hide it? It must have been because she killed him with. She wanted to hide the udon because she killed him with the udon. Give me that. Flawless. The murder weapon was udon dough. Do. That's it. The udon dough was a real weapon used to kill Typhoid Tornado. And the reason why no one found it was because Gary got rid of the dough somehow. The real murder weapon was an udon dough the victim made. If we can find this dough, that'll prove my theory correct. And undeniably prove Gary's guilt. Even if we could find this dough, what makes you think that it would prove she is the one? Please recall Owen's eyewitness testimony in prosecutor said Lottie. If the injury in Gary's forehead was caused by the victim's knife, then Gary's blood must have dripped down on the... Oh! That much the dough pretty conclusive evidence, wouldn't you agree? Ah, but where is this conclusive evidence? Let's hear your theory on where this murder weapon is. Well, it's... If I can't find the answer to the evidence I have on hand, we're fucked. So how did Gary get rid of the udon dough? I know exactly how. Remember when Blackwell said that she gave it to his dog, or she gave it to her dog, and then she... Nice. Look! Oh, okay, Blackwell, I see. Nice barking you did there. It's actually not right now. Get off me, get off me, get off me, get off me. Simon's testimony. Exactly. Geiru. Huh? What is it? I'm just an innocent girl. I don't know anything about a murder. Yeah. Stuff like cute acting your balloon hat. Kuh. Geiru got rid of the Doshi to kill Master Tornado in a bold and daring way. She did it right in front of Prosecutor Blackwell's nose. By fitting it to her dog. No, I... Of course, now it all makes sense. I was puzzled to why Geiru, who should know her own dog's eating habit, would feed Kugema more than he could possibly finish. Exactly. So he would finish what he could and then bury the rest. And what should the police at the theater be looking for exactly? Kugema must have buried the leftover dumplings somewhere in the doghouse. Dumplings that Geiru made out of the udon dough with her blood in it. Gah. This is preposterous. I want to thank you, Simon. If you hadn't kept me going, I might have given up along the way. What are you blathering on about? You still have work to do. Now, by your hand, wrap this shit up. Hell yeah. Geiru, remember what you said, what happened when the truth is finally revealed? No. When the truth's revealed, it'll be your balloon or mine that goes pop. Got it? Well, now the truth is out, and it looks to me like it's your balloons that go pop. Ah. It's crazy how he just combos himself. I can't get over that. He actually just does like a 7-hit combo on himself. I'm Rakugo artist. I was the one who was supposed to inherit the name, but then Shisho. Oh my god, please. One more? Aw, why are my balloons bursting? Daddy, are you mad at me? I've been a bad girl. There we go. I told you they were fake. I told you. Oh. Are you ready to tell us everything now, Geiru? The whole reason I entered the world of Rakugo in the first place was to follow my father's wonderful footsteps and inherit his stage name. His stage name? You don't mean Uendo Tonaido. I knew I wasn't very good at storytelling, but I thought that if I did the stupid balloon thing like Shisho wanted, I'd inherit the name someday. But Master Tonaido gave the name to your disciple. Yeah, that's why I took my revenge on Shisho during their celebrating his name succession. So that was your entire motive? I doubt anybody else could understand, but inheriting my father's name was everything to me. It was my whole reason for living. All the days you could have taken your revenge. Why'd you choose a day of the show? Because I wanted to pay Uendo back for saying what was rightfully mine. I wanted to pin the blame on him at the show where all the Nintendo fans are gathered. But then, Uendo tried to shift the blame onto Bucky Wet, and now we know the whole story. There's just one more thing I want to know. Did you know Master Tonaido was making udon in the dressing room yesterday? No, I didn't. When I saw them still making tools, I was worried about my allergy. But it was my only chance to get revenge on the two of them, so I went ahead and did it. So it was a premeditated crime, but in the end, you only went through with it on an impulse. With a neolithic reaction on your hand. It's from touching the soap in the refrigerator with your bare hands, when you were tampering with the crime scene after your master's death. Yeah. By that time, I was clear-headed enough to worry about my allergy. Geiru, how could you do all this, you dummy? Geiru desired to inherit your father's name. But what you really should have inherited from him wasn't his name, but his heart. His heart? Do you have anything to add, Prati Senmati? Any objections?
No, Your Honor.
Miss Athena Sykes? Yeah? That's the first time you've used my name. I shall be sure to remember your name. Really? Seems you finally recognize you as a proper adversary. Alright, respect. That's all I ask, prosecutor. Well, looks like there are no further objections. Bailiff, please bring in the defendant. Ah. Oh, he's sober. Ah, good. It seems you've made a full recovery. Alright then, this court finds the defendant, Bucky Wet, not guilty.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
Bum bum ba bum.
Woo.
Another day, another case. That is all. Case closed. May 13th, 11:55 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 6. Good looks, Bucky. Some guy you were found innocent. Good looks, Miss Chickadee. But this looks like you were accused of a crime you didn't commit. Did the window have it out for you or something? I don't think so. The window said it was a spur of the moment idea when he saw the sub-themed cards. Simon, where have you been? I stopped in at the window's questioning. Only you, Bucky, could get framed for a crime on a whim. No way. I was getting convicted out of convenience. Well, I at least been cleared of all charges, so buck up, Buck. And one important note, what I really want to know is, why did Master Dado let Gairu inherit her father's name? What do you mean on a more important note, Miss Chickadee? Don't be such a wet blanket. Just go with the flow. Now come on. You think the master was trying to encourage her to quit the entertainment business? Nah, that's not it. He didn't get a name in her because he wanted Gairu to find on her own calling in life. To form whatever she wanted without being bound by her father's name or Rakugo. Making udon was his way of showing her support for her in a new endeavor. So that's why he called you in here at the theater to teach him to make udon. In a roundabout way I've never seen, but that's Master Schneider for you. So this incident happened because of a misunderstanding. How sad. By the way, Gairu was the only one Master Schneider was trying to cheer on, even though the person in question still seems unaware of the Master's intentions. Huh? Talking about me? Come on, no way. All that old man ever did was criticize my soba. It's not true, Bucky. Let me see a way to make Bucky see just how much Master Schneider cared about him. Probably the fucking deed he gave him. Take a good look at Bucky, whose name is on the holder of the title deed. It's still in my name. Master Schneider was just up to one of his tricks when he said he stole a shop from you. He was trying to force you to grow into a truly capable owner in your father's stead. He probably used some tough love on you to shut the shop and just go belly up. I see. I never knew. Oh, Master Schneider, I'm so sorry. Keep working hard, Bucky, and pay him back by living up to his expectations. Thanks, Slimy. You too, Miss Chickadee. One day, my soul is gonna be so good it'll knock that old man's socks clean off. After all, I'm the 4th generation owner of Wet Soba. Wet noodle number 4. Well, I better get back to my shop. Gotta go for the lunch rush. Wait, hold on. Can I place an order for delivery? Sure, Miss Chickadee. Can you deliver a bowl of udon to Gairu on behalf of her master? You got it. Make sure it's got all the TLC Master and Tenaya would have packed into. Good looks. Well, see you later. Should drop by the shop sometime. I will. I'll bring a whole HC with me. Do us all proud, Buck. I'll the best soap in town waiting for you when you come. Peace out. Ah. I see somebody giving it to their all, isn't it? But if I love many things to this case. Don't kid yourself. The trial would have been spectacle and a half had I not been by your side. What? You don't know that. For a lawyer's versed in psychology, you're too full of weak points. You need to learn to analyze yourself more objectively. Or you just keep your famous mind tricks. No. We shut someone down. Why not? Because the more pesky lawyers they are, or there are, the harder my job becomes. So it's my best interest for you to remain green forever. What? What about my best interest? Besides, were you the one who had the wool pulled over your eyes by window? Must you remind me? How can I let no one in the window would do time soba? Actually, speaking of time soba, I just thought of something funny. Oh boy, I can't wait. Okay, here it is. In time soba, why didn't Mon number 9 get counted? Come on, do you know, Simon? How the hell should I know? Because 7, 8, 9! Thank you, I'll be here all week. ROTF. That I should have known. Come on, let's go get sober so then go home. Your treat? I'll treat you 50% of the tab. Ayo, Blackwell, I'm gonna steal that line. Your treat? Bitch, I'm gonna treat you 50% of the tab. And don't forget, you sold me for that manju. Really, Simon? I'm gonna for you to pay me pay for me for every once in a while, you know? Fuck that. Quick squawk and start walking, bitch. Oh my god. Oh my god, let's think of Black Quill. Respect plus. I may still have a ways to go as a lawyer. But, just like Mr. Wright, Apollo, and Simon before me, I'm gonna get there someday. After all, I've inherited their passion for our courts and the law. I can do this, J. Pux Lafire. I'm not French, sorry. The end? The end. Whew.